I love being in the procedure part of nursing. You have a short window when you go meet your patient to kind of make that connection. And no matter how crazy my day is, I get to focus on one patient at a time, which for me is, I feel like, my niche. The nice thing about being in a community that I grew up in is I tend to cross paths with people I've either went to school with or maybe have been my teacher. And I had this very sick lady. She was on the ventilator, which can be very intimidating for the family members. And her last name looked oddly familiar. That day when I started taking care of her, one of her daughters I went to high school with. And we had her on our unit for quite a few weeks. She was very ill. We got to see her eventually come off the ventilator, get transitioned into lower level of care. And about a year ago, I came across her path again, and I recognized the name right away because it's not a very common name. And I started talking to her and said, "You probably don't remember me, but I took care of you a couple years ago when you were very ill in the ICU. And I actually went to school with one of your daughters." And she just held my hand and said, "I had the best care with all of you ladies in the ICU." And she said, that time was very foggy for her because of all the sedation, but she made the comment of how happy it made her daughter and it relaxed them to see a familiar face. So that kind of made me realize it's kind of nice, you get intimidated sometimes when you come across someone but sometimes just knowing a familiar face when you're in a scary setting, and that just kind of, I guess, touched me that they thought a lot of me, and I was able to make them more calm in a scary situation.